Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. So here are the Bengals now with a long field ahead of them. Leading them out, boy, a modern-day legend. He's been here 18 seasons now in the NFL. Of course, he played at Harvard, one of the top 35 passers in NFL history, Ryan Fitzpatrick. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Moore. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Fitzpatrick. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. They'll set him and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Up the middle, it's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Crabtree from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Marshawn Lynch heading back out into the huddle. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Nothing our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick, wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
On 4th down, Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
On 1st down, McFarland.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And Fitzpatrick's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins. 34 yards.
And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Ditka, 52 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams to about the 40-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Here's Herbert. He's got a man. It's the tight end, Casper. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He'll get that to his tight end, Casper. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Williams will try again. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Gardner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dave Casper from 4 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Fitzpatrick set to lead this offense. Down by 1. 1:08 to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Now Fitzpatrick. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. There's Fitzpatrick. He's going to let it fly. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now it's Herbert. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.